James woke up, his body covered in cold sweat and his heart pounding. The shadow of the old man in the painting was getting closer, as if possessing him in a real nightmare. James tried to calm himself, but the more he looked at the painting, the more he felt that something was taking over him. A worried Sarah approached, trying to remind James that they had to leave the house, but James just stayed silent, as if something was binding him there. Days passed, but the tension in the house grew. Lily began to have the same dream every night, a dream in which she was chased by an old man with empty eyes who wanted to catch her. Every time she woke up, her body was shaking and her face was pale. Ethan's drawings became more and more horrifying, as if he were connected to something invisible. Sarah began to feel that the house was not just haunted by an alien, but by a force more sinister than they could have imagined. One night, Sarah decides to investigate the painting further. She finds an old book left in the attic of the house. The book contains mysterious notes about the previous owner of the house, who seemed to have been involved in a dark ritual to summon creatures from another world. Sarah discovers that the painting is not just a work of art, but a portal that connects the human world to the astral world, the world where the creatures come from. Unbeknownst to her, the Lewis family has been caught up in a dangerous game, and they must find a way out before it is too late. James, increasingly obsessed with the painting, begins to talk to himself and see things that Sarah and her children cannot. One night, James decides to visit the basement. There, he sees the same painting. Suddenly, the painting begins to move, as if alive, with the shadow of an old man emerging from the canvas and moving his face closer to James. James cannot resist the urge to take a closer look, even though he knows it will lead to disaster. Sarah and the children finally decide to face the truth and fight the astral being. They look for a way to destroy the painting, but each time they try to erase or cover the painting, the shadow of the old man appears stronger and more aggressive. On a stormy night, when everything seems to be getting out of control, they know that their decision to stay in the house or run away will determine their fate. With tensions rising, they decide to perform a ritual that they hope will close the portal. However, something unexpected happens. The painting begins to glow a fiery red, and a whispering voice is heard from within the wall. The shadow of the old man appears fully, fixing his blank eyes on them.